Morning guys, Martin here. Another Tyranid tactics today, how to use a Hive Crone. This was spoken about in the comments yesterday, so I've decided to do this one. First and foremost, the model is amazing. Ignore this one, he's not fully painted yet, I haven't finished his detail on his tongue. But as a model, it just looks impressive on the board. Now there are two options for the fast attack flying monstrous creature to take the Tyranids. There's the Harpy and there's the Hive Crone. The difference between them, model wise, they come as the same model, there are different options to put to them, like the head and certain spikes, etc. That you can change. The Hive Crone's 20 points more expensive at 155 points, but in my opinion is the go-to one out of the two. If you're going to take one of them, this is the better one. The other one, the Harpy, is much more anti-infantry, and I won't go into the pros and cons of that on this video because it's still about the Hive Crone. But this one's very much anti-tank and definitely anti-aircraft. With the nerf to Vector Strike in 7th edition, you can now only cause one hit with Vector Strike, and that's not massive. But if you Vector Strike against other flyers, you get D3 hits. So all of a sudden, you could be wrecking a flyer, because this guy has a special rule, which is something strike. I can't remember what it's called. Something strike, and basically his Vector Strike is done at strength 8. Remember, guys, it doesn't matter where you fly over the vehicle; it always hits the side armor. So a strength 8 hit on the side armor of whether it be a ground vehicle or whether it be a flyer, you're causing some serious damage. Now, as was mentioned back to me Hive Tyrant video, Vector Strike now classes as one of your shooting attacks, so you'd only get one shot off after that. But if you potentially pull on 3 Vector Strikes off, it's worth taking a go. Whereas with the Hive Tyrants, as an error to my video, you wouldn't use the Vector Strike, you'd only use the shots. But this guy, I say, the strength 8, it's worth it against flyers. He is phenomenal against them. And then ground tanks and even ground troops. He has a dual cannon, which is a template weapon. And also, guys, don't forget, it's not a hull mounted weapon. Only the Helldrake's Bale Flamer is hull mounted. So this guy's got full turret, so it can go anywhere around him. He doesn't have to be facing the right direction as long as it comes from his base, any point on the base. And that's a strength 6 AP 4 ignoring cover template, isn't it? Which is massive for killing out your infantry. He's also got, did I just take one of the wings off? He's also got on his wings tentaclids. Now I've magnetised mine on, so he has 4 of them and they're one use only. But again, 7th edition, one use only weapons on flyers now, if used against a flyer or a skimmer or a flying monstrous creature, become missile lock, which in effect is twin linked. So you get 2 hits, because he's only ballistic skill 3, this guy, so he's not the best shot in the world, but he can deliver the punch if he wants. These tentaclids have the haywire special rule, so if you roll a 1, it does nothing. 2 to 5 is a glancing hit, and 6 is a penetrating hit. It's AP dash, so you're not going to blow anything up, but with 4 of those you could take, you would want to believe you could probably take the 3 hull points off something, or maybe whittle a couple down and then let the troops finish it off. It's just that threat that people have got. He's a flying monstrous creature, so he can jink. He's toughness 6. Is he toughness 6 or is he toughness 5 actually? He's toughness 5, sorry. Toughness 5. And he's got 5 wounds as well though, so he's still a big thing to bring down. One thing to remember with him though, guys, is he is not synapse. He's not a synapse creature, so you really do need to keep him in range of your flying Hive Tyrants. Even if it's only 12 inches, just fly them in tandem, almost like an aerial combat team. Because if you roll anything, if he fails his leadership test and becomes his instinctive behaviour is feed, and pretty much anything that does that then with this guy you're screwed. You're just not getting to use him in the game the way you would want to then, because you can't choose who you're shooting at. You've got to charge somebody, which means you've got to drop down out of the sky, and then you've got to come on. It's absolutely horrible, but it is the way it is. So you just keep him in synapse, and then you're not taking the chance then of fail on that, are you? But he is a fantastic unit. I say 155 points. He's got the gun. He's got the tentaclids. He can drop to the ground and charge people. It's not that he's soft. Fine, he's not got the best weapon skill at 3, but he's still a monstrous creature, so he's still hitting in combat. But he's literally a cracking unit to take. And one other thing to remember that people seem to forget, with Vector Strike, if you're doing it, obviously, you know that you can turn up to 90 degrees. So if your flyer's facing you this way, and it's your turn, you don't have to turn 90 degrees. Turn up to 90 degrees, so even if you just do that, it just alters your course slightly, that's fine. And you want to remember, with all flying monstrous creatures that can Vector Strike, the rules say if the model passes over the unit, not the base. So this guy's got a nice big wide wingspan, so if this side of the wing just goes over that infantry or that tank, then you can clip it, or the flyer. It's only the model that's got to pass over, not the base, which just gives you a much wider area of effect to throw that Vector Strike down if you want to. But yeah, if you're not doing it against a flyer, very much you're either going to shoot at the drill cannon and a tentaclid. In fact, no, you wouldn't do that, to be fair. You just shoot the tentaclids at vehicles, drill cannon at infantry. Strength 6 AP4, it just wipes people out. Yeah, he's a cool unit. I like him. I don't take the harpy. This guy's magnetised so that I can take the harpy. I just change the head out and change the weapons over. These things come off as well to swap out for the weapons. But I personally don't bother with it. I just think he's much better at his points. So there he is, guys. That's what I think of him anyway. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, and please subscribe and share as well. Thanks very much. Oh, and don't forget, should have said at the beginning, it's part of Mike's Feast Fest again, as with the other videos. So there'll be a thing in the notes, a thing in the description a link, that's the word I'm looking for, in the description to go across. And sorry for the erratic speech in this one, guys. I'm a little bit all over the place this morning, late night last night. But thanks very much, and I'll see you soon for another one.